Hello, my name is Tabitha, and this presentation about the Zimmer Twins website will answer the following questions. 1. What is it? 2. How does it work? And 3. Why does it matter in teaching and learning? Here on the Zimmer Twins welcome page, you see two buttons. One is for kids and families, and the other is for educators and schools. If we click on the Kids and Families button, and then scroll to the bottom of the home page and click on About, we get a little history lesson on the Zimmer Twins website that will answer our first question: what is it? Obviously, Zimmer Twins is a website, and it was created specifically for kids. It was founded in 2005 by Jason Crow and creative director Aaron Leeton for the sole purpose of letting kids create original stories using their extremely creative imaginations. These guys went on to partner with a Canadian cable channel called Teletoon and actually broadcast some movies from the site. How fabulous is that? Especially if you're the kid whose movie is chosen to be broadcast, right? It goes on to say that over 1 million Zimmer Twins movies have been made since 2005 by kids from all over the world. If we scroll on down the About page, you see a timeline beginning in 2003 when the Zimmer Twins concept was developed, all the way through 2011 when Zimmer Twins at School was launched, and we'll actually talk about that some more in just a little bit. Further down the page, we see the awards and recognition that the Zimmer Twins site and cartoon has received, some of which include an award for Best Children's Website and an International Interactive Emmy Award. There are also some very positive quotes about Zimmer Twins here you can read. And then, at the very bottom of the page, there's a short documentary about the making of the Zimmer Twins site. If you watch this documentary, you'll learn that the characters, brother and sister Edgar and Eva, are 12-year-olds who have acquired certain skills, if you will, since they got their pet, a little black cat named 13. They are now psychic, and they can teleport and travel in time. So the possibilities for creative storytelling by children, given these characteristics, are positively limitless. Now that we've answered the question, what is it? Let's move on to our second question, which is, how does it work? When you click on the Help button on the left side of the screen, it takes you to several questions that you might have about the site, one of which is the site requirements. So let's address the technical requirements for use. First of all, you'll definitely need a computer with internet access and a broadband connection. And you'll also need the Flash 9 plugin, which is free to install. Back at our home page, you can see that I've already created a free account, which is also necessary if you want to create and save movies. After you log in, you can choose to watch a movie here. So let's do that. There are 3 categories of movies here. The first is must-see movies, which are hand-picked as some of the best. The next category is entitled Crowd Pleasers. These movies have been viewed the most and commented on the most. And if we scroll on down, we see that the last category is called Now Showing. These are fairly new movies to the site. Any of these movies are available for viewing at any time. Now if we go to Make a Movie, we are shown a story starter and asked to decide what happens next. Notice that there are about a dozen story starters here for us to choose from. Or we have the option of making a movie from scratch. There's also a tutorial button here on how to make a movie. It shows step by step exactly how to create a movie in easy to understand terms and language. Since we've just seen the Kitty Dream story starter, let's create an ending for that one. We begin by choosing an animation clip at the top right. The Bubble Talk clip can make the characters in your story talk, yell, or even sing. The action clip makes the characters dance or fall, run, or walk. Close-up clips show the characters' emotions, like angry or happy, scared or surprised. Finally, star clips allow you to add fun and quirky elements to your story, like writing your own fortune in a fortune cookie or making your own movie ticket. Let's finish our story by beginning with an action clip. Let's click on Meets. Notice that 3 things happen when you add a clip. 1, you see a preview of the clip on the left. 2, a sentence pops up. And 3, our clip is added to a timeline at the bottom of our screen. We can click on the underlined words in the sentence to see all of our options. As you change characters or backgrounds, your scene changes as well. Let's change our sentence to read, 13 meets Eva in the park holding a present. Next, I think 13 needs to give Eva the present. So let's go back up to our action clips. I'm going to have to scroll up a little ways. And click on Gives. And our sentence now reads, 13 gives Eva a present in the park. Perfect. Let's add a close-up clip now. I'm going to choose happy. And I want my sentence to read that Eva is happy in the park. Good. Now I think I'll insert a talk bubble, including some dialogue in my story. So I'll need to click on Talk. I'm going to have Eva say thank you, 13. I can also add another talk bubble here, and I can have 13 say you're welcome. Notice that at any time I can rewind my movie back to the beginning and play it all the way through. I just go to my timeline, scroll all the way back to the beginning, and go up and click Play Movie. Let's do that now. Okay, I'm not thrilled with 13 talking, so I think what I'll do is just delete that clip. So you see the red X in the box that just finished playing? I'm going to click on that red X and delete that. So my last clip is Thank You 13. I'm going to play that clip and be ready to add another one now. Okay, I think I'll finish my ending with another action clip. I think I'll have Eva hug 13 in the park, holding her present. And you know, I really haven't added a star clip yet, so let's add something fun. Let's go up to our star clips. Let's add a newspaper heading. And let's entitle that Cat Gives Owner Gift. And I think I'll rewind my movie all the way to the beginning, play it all the way through just one more time and make sure I'm satisfied before I save it. Great. Now all I have to do is click on the Save Movie button at the top left and save my work. How easy was that? So to recap, we've explored the home page, the Watch a Movie page, and now the Make a Movie page. Let's take a look at the Spotlight page. VIP members and their stories are featured here. VIP membership isn't free, but it does allow you to access even more clips. Plus, you can share your movies with others and even comment on and rate other kids' movies as well. Finally, the Extras page takes you to downloading iPhone games or activity pages, recipes, and more. Hopefully I have now answered the second question in our presentation for you, which was, how does it work? Last, I want to address our third and final presentation question. Why does it matter in teaching and learning? Let's go back to the home page now and click on the Zimmer Twins at School. Which is their education site. The trailer here describes how teachers can create an account and organize their class. They can create, delete, and manage student accounts. They can restore or change lost passwords. And teachers can keep track of student participation. They can also create a class movies page and select a teacher's pick at any time, adding a movie of their choice to the top of the class movies page. At the bottom of this page, we see that VIP membership features include unlimited movie making and editing, up to 40 students per class, and a dedicated blog for each class. If we go back up and click on the Plans and Pricing button, we see another comparison of the VIP membership features to the free membership features. I feel like most teachers would agree that this website creates a wonderful way for students to engage with almost any topic and to learn core language skills. The only problems that I can foresee in using this site would come from not purchasing a VIP membership and not having complete access to the many benefits and features of this website. To conclude my tech tool presentation and finish answering our third question, why does it matter in teaching and learning, I've created a handout for a specific language arts activity, which includes using the Zimmer Twins website. The idea for this lesson plan came from the learnnc.org website, which is a K-12 teaching and learning site for North Carolina. I simply tweaked and added a couple of things to the plan I found on their website to create my own. The title of this activity is called Grade Endings. This is a 4th grade English language arts activity, and it covers the Alabama course of study objectives as follows. The English Language Arts number 8 objective, which is to compose descriptive texts using an introductory paragraph, sensory details, vivid language, and a conclusion. And it covers Technology Education number 12 objective, which is to create a product using digital tools. As for the lesson objectives, students will identify the characteristics of good endings in personal narrative picture books. They will rewrite weak story endings by using the characteristics of good endings. They will revise the ending of a draft of their own personal narrative, and they will animate a story using the Zimmer Twins website. I would begin this lesson by reading The Relatives Came by Cynthia Rylant. I would discuss with students the importance of a good ending to a story, pointing out that good endings may let the reader know how the writer feels and should wrap up the main idea of the story. We would discuss the ending of The Relatives Came, and that sometimes authors end their stories with a memory, a feeling, a wish, or a hope. Other times they end the story by referring back to the language of the beginning. We would discuss several story endings and have students select the ones they like best and explain why. Then I would put students in 6 small groups and give each group one of the following poor endings. 1. We had a lot of fun. 2. Then we went home. 3. It was a fun time. 4. We drove home. 5. Finally we left. And 6. I fell asleep on the way home. I would have students work together with their group to think of better endings. I would let students share their endings with the class and discuss the characteristics of good endings again. For example, closure to the story or reflection of main idea. I would have students choose a draft from their writing folder and rewrite an ending to that draft using the characteristics of good endings. Then I would let students share their own stories with their group, and then have each group choose one story to animate on Zimmer Twins and share with the whole class. For assessment, I would look at the following. Can students 1. Choose the best ending for a story? Can they 2. Write a good ending for a narrative about a common event? Can they 3. Write a good ending for their own personal narrative? And 4. Can they collaborate with other students to animate a story on the Zimmer Twins website? I hope this presentation about the Zimmer Twins website has inspired parents and teachers alike to explore and utilize this creative and educational tech tool with their own children or students. Who says learning isn't fun?